Fine.
First service scrum. Andre Warner picks it out of the crowd.
Fine.
So much international talent and American talent being developed in front of our eyes here for the MLR, and a huge initiative, especially with respect to USA Rugby.
They just need to get their hands on the ball, which Legion are starving them of at the moment.
Back on the outside, tumbling down there is Duncan Matthews, down in the 15 this week.
So the steal was good. This might not be out from Kutzer. It's not.
Kutzer last week 12 points, the week before that 18. Incredible fly half for this group. Former Houston 10. Colby Milne and Davy Kutzer matched points in week 2. Last week, definitely a different story, but both sides coming out with a loss in their respective matches. California to Chicago and Seattle to Anthem on that cross-country road trip. We get the 2 furthest west. It's Davy Kutzer on the interception. Nobody in front. And Seattle opens the scoring in California off the heels of some serious defensive work to hold up against California's very aggressive offense. They get the try on the interception.
Well, Joe, if you need someone to turn nothing into something,
Shot clock is on.
California have challenged. They thought Davy Kutzer was offside. He's been deemed onside, which means now the Legion have no more challenges for the rest of the match.
So Seattle opens the scoring after it felt like California had every bit of momentum.
Yellow line is off.
This is halfway. Through the first 15 odd minutes, the cohort have been cheering their hearts out, having a ton of fun. They still are. It's early, and California feels like they've got that sort of aggression to pull through on some tries here today. Seattle seems to be of a similar nature.
Use it.
But just like that, Mark, goes to show in rugby, I mean, things can change on a dime. One offload, and you can
land it.
completely change the course and complexion of a game. Played down for Lance Williams, the flanker. You never had a pass intercepted, did you?
No comment.
Lead. Joey.
You did the intercepting, I would imagine. If you saw the opportunity, keen for it. Billy Meeks unable to hold on to that one.
There is actually no better feeling, I must say.
He's still in the breakdown. That's why. Good job.
Against the runner play out of thin air.
Yeah.
But obviously it's risky. It could really end up with egg on your face if you don't pull it off. But I'm not going to say he has egg on his face, but that is uncharacteristic of Billy Meeks right there. He was already thinking about the next play. It wasn't the best pass, but Billy Meeks, he's the kind of player that doesn't drop those.
But also the type to shake it off, I'd imagine, being the veteran that he is.
Andre, let's go. Come on.
Joining the scrum.
Marco. Crouch. Maybe even no check. Let's go. Fine. Ivan. Okay. My ball. Set. Play. We'll play.
He's got some room on that left side if he wants it. They're still trying to muscle forward. 2 and white gave the ball off. It's Patty Ryan pulled down nicely there by Kobe Mill. Bertrand was also involved. Tackled down in California. That yellow line, by the way, is the try line. They're just trying to get through here inside their 5 meters. Patty Ryan once more. Redling Heiss diving over. Sweet offload on the outside. Nice move by J.P. Smith. They're almost there, Seattle is. Riekert Hadding pulled forward. And look what I found there for Reno Herbst. And California is standing up to the billing there on defense. Lindenmuth offloads, and Seattle's got nothing but room in front. Well worked on the outside, and diving in It's Lulamanga making his first MLR start and scores a try.
Joey, we just witnessed
Take a water break.
pure class from this Seattle team to bounce back. The hands, they are really clicking at the moment with ball in hand. And I just love the confidence both these teams are playing with. But Seattle, what a classy back fast, Joey, but yappy as well. They've got a lot of nines that like to talk, and Lex is absolutely right. What they want to do is push the boundaries and also test the limits of the referee. And
chance to add 3.
that's a beauty.
15-7 our count.
Fine. Set. Hold it up. Oh.
Seattle wins it out. Contact with those defenders, just testing the waters. Davey Kutzer worked through. Kutzer breaks a couple tackles.
6 from the side.
Bertrano wants to move it forward, and Derek Summers giving everybody a second here.
And that was Martin Redlingeis for Seattle. Little side entry. When you support
Early 3 red.
Seattle trying to find themselves some more scoring here late. Played down, JP Smith back in the lineup once again. Clarkie shared with us the relationship between him and Andre Warner. They've been such a great duo. California regains possession here. Might we find another scoring sequence here for the Legion. Give some for the cohort to take into halftime before their halfway pints. Bertrano and company. We're here with Billy Meeks. Working on the prowl once again. Big tackle.
Don't. I got it.
On the heels there, Billy Meeks.
I got it.
With Ezekiel Lindenmuth, and they're going to have to be separated.
Yeah, Meeks certainly took offense to that and coming in to back up his play. He also needs to be careful.
Yeah.
Saw him raise
Relax.
a foot there, and
What are you
Derek
doing?
Summers just telling everyone
Talk
to relax.
to him. Relay to everyone. Unacceptable.
But Lindenmuth, the prop for Seattle, is the man under the spotlight right now.
It's not what I saw. We're going with the first incident. It's a high tackle. It's around the neck.
So Ezekiel Lindenmuth will be awarded with that yellow card for the high tackle.
In which case, someone has to leave the field, and this it was Vivao making the sacrifice. So they're one player down in the back line at the moment, Seattle, so they can have this full complement in the scrum.
I'm sure there's plenty of leg strength out of the backs as well. Seattle maneuvering in around, weaving through on the defense. Good play back. This is JP Smith holding up there on the outside channel right into the crowd. So if you got your front row seat, literally front row, you might get a face full of JP Smith there in your pint. Seattle works back. This is Ignacio Piculo, 3 in white. Played down, first time we called his name. Rickard Hadding, the captain.
Okay, down, let go. Good.
Upended there of the stonewall effort of the defense there of California. Played back for Lulamanga, and Seattle is back on the prowl. Seawolves circling.
There, you knocked it off.
California turns it over briefly.
Well, that's a shame for the Legion. At first, it was a clean steal in the tackle. It's again, it happened so fast. Let's have a look and see exactly who it was. Great camera angle there, but here's the play. Down the short side. Good one-on-one hit there. And there you see, looks like...
Corbin Smith.
No, is it?
Didn't hand involved there.
It was Milne. Milne was, yes.
Oh, you're right.
Smith's there looking, but it was a number 10. Which you don't often see. So Seattle get another bite at the cherry here, Joey.
Gonzo, just stand next to him to start, yeah? Crouch!
Cherry a little more opportunistic than Apple.
way. Went sideways.
Andre Warner. Right on cue, Davey Kutzer. Kutzer, a Herculean effort to get the try for Seattle. Back down by 1. We got ourselves a great one on SNR.
Well, Joe, you'd be forgiven for thinking there was a number 6 or a 7 or a number 2 on the back of the try scorer, but no, number 10, Kutzer. Sheer thing on Kutzer's mind, and he executed.
So much to like out of different phases of both these offenses.
Fine.
As they continue to improve throughout the year, it's only going to get better. There's some effort. You hear those.
Just those little handling errors haunting Legion at the moment at the breakdown. And you've got to give some credit also to Seattle. They're actually forcing those errors. So they're making a nuisance of themselves, forcing those errors of the Legion. You could say the same is happening the other way as well. Neither team just letting the other get a sniff at the moment.
Popped up
off the scrum.
Play.
Warner plays it back. He gets tackled by Williams.
Too messy. Lance, you're in the scrum.
Derek Summers wants some order in the court.
That's my fault. Both
So
popped up.
taking some ownership. We like to see that.
As a reminder, both teams have
That's my
run up
fault.
challenges as well.
That is true.
So could be interesting, especially with given the dynamic here late with a close game.
Stay in the fight, okay? If you're going back,
It's going to
stay
have
low.
to be up to Derek Summers, as it always is. But either side coaches are going to have to be okay with that.
Set!
Play back here for Tuamoiloa.
No, leave it. Don't move. 10, good.
Warner reverses fields there with Kutzer. He pops it forward. It's collected by Gonzo Bertrano. Big body working forward. That's Joe Tafatee. Joe T wrestled it down, and Timpson on the run, but it's quickly intercepted by Rickard Hadding on the offload there from Timpson. Tumbles forward, and Warner will play back. It's Divan Rousseau with Kutzer. Seattle back on the attack, much improved from.
Yeah, just
That is
stick to
true.
him and then.
I believe. I mean, I don't know my whales. That well.
Crouch!
It's a Seawolf.
We've got our own beluga
Fine.
here.
Set!
As potential players of the match contenders with still some time to go here.
There's so many. Bertrand, of
Second
course,
temple's
2
okay.
tries.
Stay up, we're good.
Corbin Smith, been
Go around,
impressed
go
with
around.
how he stepped up. Late call up for him. Paddy Ryan, the
Go
7
around,
for
go
Seattle.
around.
Kutzer, of course.
Don't pull him!
It's been some great performances also. Maluia.
Seattle might
Try.
have it here, and
No,
they
you got it. You
do.
got
Look at it, it's not over
Not
yet,
pull
folks.
The Seawolves
He's
right
the
back
last
in
player.
it.
You can't pull him.
Never write this team off.
I believe that was Moley that worked through for that try.
We'll see in a moment.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll take another look at it.
But I think it's just a case of Legion taking the foot off the gas a little bit after that try. The crowd's behind them. They feel like they've got a good cushion.
Right underneath our noses. We didn't even see him come in barely.
Ah, that's the point. Neither did Legion.
And Kutzer sneaks that one through that right upright.
David Kutzer might look at going for goal because as it stands, he hasn't, but as it stands, they have a 4-try bonus point.